Friday. Happy Friday, guys. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. Jump through the chat and show me how you guys tell me how you guys are doing today. Let's first do a mental health check-in. How are you doing? What do you have going on? Today is a Juma Friday, so it's a great day. If you're on right now, drop a comment in the chat and let me know how you're doing. It's Friday. What's up, sis? I hope everything is well. I hope life has been treating you good. I hope through all of the circumstances, we're definitely pushing through. We're not complaining, address some issues, and keep it moving. I got to tell you guys a story, but before I jump in, I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I am your licensed life insurance agent in the states of Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Connecticut, Georgia. I'm your go to girl for your life insurance. Get with me to get a free quote. It's tax season. You can pay your annual premium up for the year, get it out the way with your return and not have another monthly bill. I'm your girl for all things life insurance. Yes, yes, yes. I am your financial coach. I have proven results with clients from being able to help them save any amount of money from $50 a month, maximizing to $300 a month. Helping my clients get LLCs, EINs, get on the road to their business credit, helping my clients do a slew of things, managing debt management, managing debt, consolidating it, or even eliminating it. I've been doing a lot of things, guys. Bunch of free workshops in the community, finance workshops. Yeah, I am all things mindset and money. If you're part of the mindset and money gang, um, drop a comment and let me know how this group has been working out for you. Have you seen any have I given any information that you've been able to take action and been able to do some things in your personal life? Thank you to all of you guys who've been purchasing the Mindset and Money Game planners. I'm very grateful for you guys, and I hope that they are helping you pursue your financial goals. She says, doing good, alhamdulillah. Can't complain about that. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I'm all things mindset and money. Personal development goals and financial goals is a must. Before I get started, I missed yesterday with you guys. You guys know that it was one day yesterday, and it seems like a long time, but it really wasn't because I've been so connected. I've been building so many relationships and such great rapport and been able to help so many women. Yesterday, I wasn't able to get on live, and it seemed like it was a long time, and it was only one day, right? Well, we were supposed to do day 5 of financial planning yesterday. We're going to do day 5 of financial planning today, but I wanted to briefly stop for a moment and be transparent and be very open. And I love to do this in this space because I don't like to hold things back or hide anything. And it's a way to get you guys to be able to open up more and be more comfortable with who you are and most importantly, what you come from. So the reason I wasn't able to tap onto live yesterday is because the night before last, Wednesday night, I had to jump in the car and drive to Philadelphia. My grandma is sick, had to get a surgery, so I had to go from Philadelphia to Jersey. I didn't catch a flight, which I usually would, but if you don't know, the city has a bad snowstorm. I didn't want to get caught in the storm. I had to get back to Charlotte, so I was like, how can I do this where I can make it work? So I jeopardized my sleep and my time and everything, which, those things are like this big when it comes to family stuff, right? We got to get up and move out. I had to be there for her and I had to attend to my family business, some priority. She's doing well. Got to Philadelphia, my dad house, then went to Jersey. And then it's so crazy. little to no sleep. Then I left Jersey, went back to Philly, got my bags from my dad's house, jumped back on the highway last night, and I didn't get to Charlotte till after two something this morning. I went to sleep, woke up this morning, said some prayers, got myself together. So y'all know I never come on a live this late in the day, right? I'm usually been getting my day started by now. I'm having a late start because I've been thrown behind due to family situations, and we have to do what we have to do was first and foremost important. So I had to be there for my family. I had to go. I had to do what I had to do. But your girl is back. I'm no longer tired. I had some sleep. So thank you all you guys that knew what I was going to Philly for and hit me up and was like, be safe. I appreciate y'all. Love you. So I missed yesterday's live broadcast due to that. And it's so crazy because when I woke up at my dad's house, I had my laptop and everything. Everywhere I go, I take my stuff with me, right? And I had enough time. I was able to jump on live with you guys, like as I would do it in my travels in a hotel, whatever the case may be. The reason I didn't do it is because I felt like it was so much mental stuff going on in my family, like with my grandma being sick, and just a lot of stuff going on. My mom, all this different stuff. I felt like I needed to personally, mentally disconnect for just yesterday, and that did very well because sometimes our focus to be like my focus was is always to stay connected with my community, always trying to help somebody every day and all those things. But if we're not helping ourselves and our family and attending to our priorities first, we get burnt out like that. So I said, you know what, even though I had my laptop and everything in my trunk, and my dad was like, oh, let's just get breakfast, you need to relax. And I was like, you know what, yeah, I think I'm going to listen to you this time. And if you don't know me, if you know me, you know my dad is my best friend. So I was like, you know what? I do need to mentally disconnect for this one day and just take care of my family business, get back to Charlotte, and I'll get connected with my amazing tribe that's been rocking out with me. So I'm back today, guys. It's Friday. I'm well rested. It's true. My Friday is the best day of the week. Um, I am. I just told you guys I'm dealing with some personal things in my family with my grandma being sick and different things going on. Yes, it's breast cancer. Yes, unfortunately, the cancer thing again in the family. And I wanted to speak on it and elaborate on it because I'm not the only Black family that's dealt with or lost a lot of family members through cancer. So I wanted to talk about that, to always just be transparent, just let you guys know, like, I'm very serious when I say this about Mindset and Money Game platform being the go-to place, like not just personal goals, money goals. Like this platform is the personal fit. Like we go through a lot. It's a lot that's not talked about, and a lot of times we tend to think that people have it all together because of what you see on the outside. People go through a lot of different things. So I wanted to personally share and be open as I always do and let you guys know everybody going through something. You ain't the only one because I know people online right now that's going through stuff and they're really like downplaying it and think that it's really like, oh, they feel so bad. Everybody family got stuff going on behind the scenes. Everybody have issues with themselves or different little habits that they're trying to stop or working on or relationships that they're trying to better or different ways that they're trying to stop doing things. So I want you guys to understand and know that I'm very serious when I say this Mindset and Money Game platform is a women connection period altogether because we need each other. If I'm open enough to be transparent and say, look, this is what it is, I don't think it's anything wrong with you guys being able to utilize the relationships and sisterhood, especially the genuine, authentic ones, when you need a little support system, a shoulder, somebody to talk to. So now that that's out the way, I hope you guys are. It's a rainy weekend here in Charlotte. Want to get some things done though, but it's a rainy weekend. Um, I hope that you guys have some plans of Good morning, good morning, or good afternoon. I hope you guys have plans on getting some productive things done. If it's raining, if it's a fall back chill day for you, because people tend to not like to go out in the rain, or that's their excuse for staying in and relaxing and not doing nothing. Then make yourself productive at home. Find something to do. Work on your skill. It ain't gotta be all day. You ain't gotta jump into it and drown yourself in a book or reading or online course, right? But spend an hour, 2 hours of the day doing something to personally work on you. But you have a lot of more hours in the day to do stuff today if you're home and don't really have too much on your schedule. You have a lot of time. So just an hour or two of some type of personal development, something would be a really great way to start your weekend and start your day. So guys, we're on day 5 of financial planning. So I went through dreams and goals. I went through cash flow. I went through, let me see, let me go back and see. We did dreams and goals. We did personal finance strategy, the layout to the whole strategy. Then we did the layout to the cash flow summary and what that looks like. Then the cash flow summary is just one thing within itself. Then I went through the whole layout of a full monthly cash flow and what that looks like because your monthly cash flow looks like everything in what you're responsible for, what you pay for 1 month. That's your full monthly cash flow. The cash flow itself is just you understanding what cash flow is versus expenses and that discretionary income. So today what I'm going to talk about is the debt management. It's not going to be long because it pretty much is what it is, but I'm going to talk about the differentiations in good and bad debt. So when it comes to debt, we have all kinds of debt, right? We have a mortgage, you may be a homeowner, we have credit cards, we have student loans. If you're an investor and you have real estate properties or you own units, right? If you it's lots of different oh, so like if you finance a car, right? You're making a payment. You're not the owner yet. That is debt that you're paying on. So it's 5 different areas of debt, right? Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. If you just joined in, my name is Finance Muslima. This is day 5 of financial planning. Financial planning is it's a 21-day financial plan strategy. I'm breaking down for the month of February. In our what I'm stressing is in our community, we need to get open and comfortable and get educated and get more fluent with financial terminology. Hiring financial coaches, having a financial conversation at the dinner table, knowing and understand what is priority and what is not. And most importantly, when it comes to finances, is knowing how to create strategy, mindset, and money. When you know how to create a strategy, you can complete a game plan as long as you're taking action appropriately because it's levels to it as well. So you need to know how to create strategy. So debt management. Debt can provide flexible convenience that can help you manage your money, provide for your lifestyle needs. That's what debt does. Debt can provide flexibility, convenience that help you manage your money needs. Ensure debt balance doesn't outpace your ability to pay the payment. So let's just use the bare minimum example of a credit card, right? So let's say you have 3 credit cards and life was happening. You had one and then things was happening you didn't have enough cash for, so you started using your credit card for things. And when we make poor decisions of purchases, so if you're going through a life struggle, right, that's one thing. And you like, I have to get this bill paid, it's something that I got to do. This is really a necessity, right? You may have that car in the tuck for emergency and you decide to pay something with it. Maybe it was like a light bill or something because people do pay utilities with credit cards. They do. So that's really a thing. So if it was that situation and it was really down to it where you didn't have it and you had to use the credit card to pay the light bill, then that's one thing. But when you're using credit cards to balance lifestyle that you can't afford to pay for in cash, then that's not a good way to leverage credit cards. So let's say you have, you get your credit score shoots to 680. You start getting approved for all these credit cards, right? You started out with one, okay, so then they send you another one. Now you have two. When you start to purchase things that you can't afford to use your debit card for, or get some cash on hand and make these purchases, when you start to go to Walmart and you want to purchase all of this home stuff that you might not need, but you want it, that's the kind of stuff that you're not supposed to use credit cards for. Or you'll go to Amazon and charge up a $300 bill ordering all of this stuff that you feel you need because it's appealing to the eye, but you don't need it, you want it. And then now you charge the Amazon bill up to $300, or Fashion Nova, you didn't order $300 worth of clothes. And realistically, your next two checks coming in the next couple months are already accounted for. So that means you're buying things with your credit card that you can't personally afford. So you ran a Fashion Nova bill up to 300. You know you can't pay these people back their payment every month because you already living check to check. You already don't have enough, and you like, how am I going to make this work? Boom, then the bill comes, and you're like, oh, I gotta pay them. You should not have made the purchase. You have to discipline yourself. You should not have made the $300 purchase if you knew you wasn't going to be able to pay these people the bare minimum back, and keep your credit at a good standing point and don't mess up. So you messed up. You made a decision to purchase the clothes off Fashion Nova because they was appealing to the eye to you. They look good. You thought it was going to look good on you. You liked the way it looked on the model. You was in the heat of the moment. You wanted to shop. Sometimes we deal with emotions like, oh, I've been working really hard. I want to treat myself. You threw that in there as an excuse as well. You wanted it. And then you went to the extent to order $300 worth of stuff, not even just one shirt or one outfit. You really went to the extent $300, knowing that your money is already accounted for every month and you couldn't afford to pay it back. So you have to think about the decisions you make when it comes to leveraging debt and credit cards and so forth. So, things that let's talk about appreciating debt. So, when it comes to debt, you have appreciating assets, you have depreciating assets, right? So, I'm gonna give you guys some examples of appreciating assets. Appreciating means this is something that you can purchase. You can use debt to purchase this, and it'll forever gain value over the years, or it'll gain equity, or it'll be, so if I use my credit card to make this $5,000 purchase, I should do that because this is an appreciating asset. And this $5,000 purchase in 2021 and 2025 is going to be worth 15,000 or 20,000. So appreciating assets. The first example of an appreciating asset would be, if you guys got a pen and paper, you can write this stuff down, do you some research. And these ideas that I'm going to give you of appreciating assets should also give you some ideas on things that you want to invest in, or what you should be investing in now today that's going to forever make you money and grow to make you more money 5, 10, 20 years from now. So these are some ideas I'm going to give you. Appreciate assets for one, purchasing a home. For two, stocks, real estate, private equity lines, starting a business, of course, and investing in your education. And don't forget the infamous buying land. Buying land, guys, that is an appreciating asset. Buying land. So quickly, let me go back. Appreciating assets and investments. Okay, I said stocks. You guys should know about stocks. If you're not, get into it a little bit. You don't got to know a lot, but get into some stocks. Start buying some stocks. Real estate, private equity lines. Why starting a business is an appreciating asset. It should be an appreciating asset because this is the thing. If you have, for example, you have a secure credit card, right? So a secure credit card, they give you a $200 minimum. Your goal with the secure card is with all credit cards, not go over 30% utilization, right? So you just purchased something small off the card that was going to help invest in your business, right? So you might have needed tripods, you might have needed ring lights, different little things to get your own stuff started, and you can purchase them with that card and not go over your 30% utilization. That is the perfect example of leveraging debt to create an appreciating passive income because that's debt. You purchased it with a credit card. It's an appreciating asset. You're investing in yourself, and you need these things to get this business equipped to where as though this business is where you're going to start profiting off of it. The goal going in it is this business is going to grow. It's going to appreciate down the line. And then it's a win-win because this is a secure card, so you're leveraging it to increase credit score. So you're going to then pay your credit bill on time, and as you're utilizing your equipment and things that you purchase to get your business to the next level, you also paying your payments every month and getting your credit to the next level. So I just gave you a whole scenario. It was a simple but really good scenario. And then of course land. If you have family and friends that always want to hang out and party with you, or always want to go hang out to brunch and all of these things, you guys need to get together and figure out a way you can purchase a nice piece of affordable land together. It's a good thing to go in with somebody if you can't afford to do it yourself. Land is an appreciating asset. So if you had a $20,000 business credit card and you can get a piece of land for 15,000. That's not, I'm just doing number wise, right? Why not use that to purchase that appreciated asset? So you have to think of different scenarios in your mind and know how to take them to the next level. I'll give you guys the last one on appreciating investing in your education. So, a lot of times, 80% of the time, students use credit cards to purchase their books they need for the semester. They online buying books from Amazon or even a bookstore. When you in there, what do you see them using? Credit cards. And then use your business credit card because then it's a business write-off. Invest in your education. You have to leverage that sometimes. And it's a good thing. It's an investing in your education is an appreciating thing because by you spending $200 in the bookstore for your books for that semester, you are going to college to essentially come out 3 4 years later and make 70 80,000 a year, whatever the case may be. Like, you're investing in your education, so when I finish this one thing, I'm going to be making a nice amount of money when I get out. But look, I have to invest in myself now. And okay, so yes, those are your appreciating assets. High percentage charges, poor choice decisions can put a strain on your monthly cash flow when it comes to credit card decisions. So let's see. Let's talk about some poor decisions of a credit card, right? We talked about the appreciating as purchase and appreciating assets with credit cards. Let's talk about some things that we purchase with credit cards that will put a strain on our financial habits or put a strain on our monthly cash flow, and that will be using the credit cards to finance lifestyle habits. Every time you go out to eat or have brunch with your girls, or you go bowling, or you go to movies, every time you're doing things like that for as entertainment, that's lifestyle needs. You're using a credit card. When you do stuff like that's not the leverage of a credit card you're supposed to use. because that money you're using for entertainment, that's not making you no money. So that's using it in a bad way, which is bad debt, which is a depreciating way. Depreciating means not gaining anything. So if anything, for entertainment night or to go out with family and friends and hang out, spend time, go to the ATM, take out cash, and say, you know what, I'm giving myself a $60 limit tonight. $60, that's all I have. I'm not doing anything more. I'm putting myself on really discipline, telling myself this is what I want my money to do, this is what I'm going, and this is my limit. That's it. When you use a card when you go out for entertainment, it tends to differ because you'll be like, oh, well, I'll just use my card, I'll just swipe. But if you know I got $60, you're seeing in your mind, I went and pulled $60 out. That's all I said I'm using today. You're not going to order anything or do anything that's going to be more than $60 because you know that's what your minimum is. So it's kind of like training your mind to um, adjust to the things that we're not used to doing. But it helps us though, because if we swipe a credit card, we can run our bill up to $100 easily and don't even dig it. But you're like, okay, yeah, I'll swipe $60 cash, $70. Like this is it for the night. So you want to be careful what you order. You want to be careful what you drink. You're going to be careful about a lot of different things, but I don't feel like that's a bad thing of taking away from yourself or minimizing because guess what? 60 $70 is a fair enough amount of money to be able to do some things and still have fun. We just mentally feel like if it's $100, like, oh, I'm splurging, I could do all of this stuff. You can still have fun with the 60 $70, but you're not being extra and taking it to the next level and doing too much that you can't afford. And another thing of not to do is pay credit card bills with another credit card. So my Capital One bill was $300. I have a $5,000 a limit on my American Express. So I'm gonna use my American Express to pay my Capital One card. Don't do it, guys. It's not a great idea. When you use, I'm gonna give you some examples of utilizing a credit card for now. We're talking about depreciating assets. Some examples of depreciating assets that we purchase with our credit cards and they don't bring us nothing in return. We don't want to utilize our credit cards or any of our things to buy us stuff that's not going to make more money to our bank account or gain us more money to our bank account or increase our credit score or buy things that we can't afford. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of example of the depreciating assets. It would be equipment, cell phones. You know, they got an iPhone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pro. Them things, they upgrade all the time. Every time you turn around, you're trying to catch up. What phone is out next? What watch is out next? Oh, what's going on next? Because they know how to get the moolah from us. They know how to give us what we want. Those things go out of style. Really, laptops too. They're depreciating because it's like you constantly need to upgrade, you constantly need a new one. But I would not say don't use a credit card to purchase a laptop, especially if you're a work from home business, because that would be investing in yourself. Vehicles, we buy cars. You know, never you utilize a credit card or debt. Having a vehicle is debt, and those are depreciating assets. Why? Because constantly it's the new one coming out. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I don't personally feel like I'm not the person that's like, um, get a car, I want a brand new. Okay, so like for example, if you want a brand new 2020, um, let's say if you want a brand new 2020 Range Rover, right? I'm personally not the one that's like, okay, I'm gonna do everything to, I'm gonna pay this car off per se. I'm not the one that really thinks like that. Like I like to get cars and play with them for a little while and then be able to switch. And a lot of people drive themselves crazy trying to. The two things that people drive themselves crazy trying to pay off is a car and a house. I don't think there's nothing wrong with gaining a lot of discipline to pay off your home. I don't think that because after the home is paid off, that's going to be now you have complete ownership. So now I can leave this house and rent this house out and make money on it and go live somewhere else, right? But if it's the car, it kind of work in a different way. Unless I can see it as if you had a teenage child or you have children coming up and you're like, you know what, let's get this paid off for the next 5, 6 years so we can keep it and pass it down and then we'll upgrade to something else. So it really depends on how you leveraging it. And another example that I found was interesting of depreciating assets is office buildings. I say office buildings are depreciating assets. And I think that's because a lot of co working spaces are now a big thing where you can rent space in an office, utilize it and leverage it to make money. You pay rent and you're not responsible for nothing. Some people just like it that way. Or definitely because of the month to month thing, it's not like a 12-month commitment and stuff like that. So office buildings was on the list of depreciating assets. So again, leverage it in a way that you can leverage it. Or two, we can switch from the office building um, model to whatever it is you want to do and turn it into the salon suite model because the salon suites are used for various different things. They're used for massage therapists. They use for barbers get them. They use for the hairstylists. Like therapists are renting them for private one-on-ones. So it depends on what you want to leverage it for. Understanding the difference. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt. Don't let people make you shy away from the opportunity of leveraging debt in a good way when it's how the decision is to be able to create some passive income. There's nothing wrong with it. People, our counterparts, like they leverage debt from the beginning of time to create passive income and start businesses, right? So why do we shy away from it? Because we don't want to purchase those things that's going to bring us money in the long run. We want to use credit cards to buy purses and take trips and pay for brunch, and, buy the wigs and shop off Amazon every weekend, right? Utilize the debt to create something that's going and buy stuff that's going to make us money down the road. If you have any questions for me about debt, if you have any questions about, so if you have any questions about debt, you can do the 30-minute free discovery call. I have that. It's really a thing now. So you can click the link in the bio. You can schedule a one-on-one 30-minute free consultation call. And tell me what you have going on in the debt aspect and what is it you need help with. And I'll help you with that. A full layout strategy would consist of the financial planning packet, which is $300 this month for Black Friday. It is on sale for 149 half price. It was $300. It's on sale for 149. It is going back up after this month. If you want to know what it entails and all that includes, you can go to the website www.faithfamilyfinance.co www.faithfamilyfinance.co, and you can check out, click on financial planning, and it'll tell you everything that the financial planning entails for the $149. So before I go, I want to tell you guys to be responsible, take commitment, take responsibility. Don't be afraid to make the decision. Make the decision and figure out what you need to do later. Don't let trying to figure it out cripple you from making a decision and then you miss out on the opportunity. I encourage you guys to spend responsibly, track your progress. I encourage you to pay on time and I encourage you to keep building your credit. So you can go to www.faithfamilyfinance.co and subscribe to all the freebies on the list as well and get you some free cheat sheets and so forth. And then let me know how it works out. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Thank you.